Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! Wow! Who the fuck is that guy?
My balls are hot.
Sweet Caroline, bra ba ba, Darren Till got knocked the fuck out.
I'm the greatest fighter.
Oh man,
Do your Darren Till. Do your Darren Till. Okay.
I'm the
Do it.
Jorge Masvidal. Jorge,
Sure.
I'm fucking coming for.
Give it a 3-piece and a soda.
Ah, the 3-piece soda. The
Wait,
3-piece.
He gave him a 2-piece, huh? Before he hit the ground.
Yeah, I thought it was 3.
He gave the 3 to someone else there, Leon Edwards.
No, 2-0.
So he's basically Uber Eats.
No, tonight I'll be eating Leon Edwards.
So I'll be
fucked.
just give him some feeds everywhere,
That's
man.
fucked. What a weekend, that. What a weekend of fighting.
Yeah, I was happy. I was happy about this weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Across the Cage, episode 15.
15.
It's the 19th, Tuesday, 19th of March, 2019, 6:28 p.m. See ya. No, it's fuck. What a weekend, though. How was your weekend, by the way? How was your week? How are you?
Wait, last weekend? Last week? This week?
Just how are you, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, good chat.
Yeah. I got
Good
nothing.
chat.
I got nothing.
Good chat.
Yeah, no, it's been alright. It's been alright.
You alright?
Been alright. Yeah, just doing some fridgy work, as we were talking about before.
How good's Fridgy work?
Hate it. Looking to go back to doing retail full time. No, I'm joking. Fuck it. I'd much rather work my ass off in.
I would much rather touch trunking for the rest of my life. Okay, what's worse, paper cuts or trunking cuts?
Anything sheet metal cuts is the worst thing in the planet.
Trunking, for those of you playing at home, is if you go outside or you just look whilst you're in your car or wherever you listen to this podcast, on the toilet, wherever, and you go outside and you see where the drains are
It's generally green
on the wall,
Yeah.
generally green. It's basically that. It's covering the drain or any type
And
of
cables, yeah.
electrical work, whatever, outside.
If you got aircon, it's
Yeah.
right there. So that's what I was doing today. Actually, we were removing the old trunking and we put in for a 2-story trunking from the ground up to the roof. Not me.
The lid is always the hardest thing to put on.
I hate it. I hate everything to do with refrigeration.
The lid is always the hardest thing to put on.
Yeah, I'm happy that I'm doing and just passing doing electrical course.
Just passing.
Just passing.
Well, hey man, can't get any worse than me. I'm a sales rep. I was in a roof. Can't get any worse than me today.
Well, you getting paid well? All right. Yeah.
Let's just say, I love my life. I'm living my best life.
We need to get video going.
I
We have
know.
to get video going.
I know.
Yeah, but probably when we're in the studio. But
Yeah, I would love
probably
to.
better.
I'd love to have a studio, our own studio. In
Yeah.
due time, my friend. In due time, my friend.
Is that where in
due
Jude?
time.
Is that a place? Jude?
Yeah.
Jewstein?
Yes. It's
What?
it's next to Bethlehem. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let me also just clarify quickly. Eventually, you'll stop hearing the dog noises.
Eventually.
Now, not because I kill him,
Because he jumps off the balcony.
but because I'm hoping to get him take his nuts off soon. He's got big nuts as well.
Yeah.
He's a bulldog. He's got nuts. He likes to show his nuts. Stefan just saw his full dick for the first time.
I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it looks like alien tentacle, huh?
Yeah.
And the tip of it's red.
It's like morphed.
Yeah, what? It's
was
weird
like
how
two-
before
it
it
was
used to
like
be a
two in
little
one.
knob, and then it.
Yeah. It just went.
You seen the movie Alien? Just
Yes.
chest burster,
Yes.
but dick burster.
Speaking of movies, I watched Captain Marvel.
I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen it yet.
Great movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
Me too, huh? Hashtag me too. That's what a lot of people say about that movie.
That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, it is very me too. Hashtag me too.
Did they have
forward.
shitty jokes, but they had any shitty jokes, but I'm very supportive of that whole cause.
Like shitty
My
jokes.
point
Like,
is,
what do you mean? Like shitty jokes?
oh, like she could, she punches someone that says, "Pay me 70% of what you make." Shit like that.
Nah.
Here's my 70% and
Nah,
kicks some
nah.
guy out the fucking window. You know, like some stupid joke about the gender pay
I'll
gap.
give you gender pay gap.
yeah, rips him in half.
Just
No, but-
fucking this shit comes out of her fist.
No, but you know, those things are good, and just like in the UFC and the women's fighters, their gender is irrelevant.
Yeah, it is definitely.
You know,
is. No,
like
all in all, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
It explains the story well.
Yeah.
Of because there's an introduction to I don't know what the name of his character is. The Shield. Yeah, the Shield.
Captain America.
Yeah, you know the Shield. You know the group. The
Oh, Shield! I thought you said the guy with the shield, and
No,
you're about to get
that's
bitch
Captain-
slapped,
no,
right?
that's
Yeah, I know.
Captain America, bro.
Get the fuck
No,
out.
the guy
right?
of the Shield.
Yeah,
Hawk, yeah.
I know.
What,
Yeah,
mate?
shield themselves. Yes.
Yeah. It's the Shield. It's
Yeah.
an introduction to that. So, like, Samuel L. Jackson's character doesn't have an eye
Yeah,
patch.
I've seen the trailers.
Yeah, and it shows how he gets the eye
Gets your eye
patch.
patch.
Yeah.
A scroll takes his eye or some shit. I'd say.
No.
Don't spoil it.
No.
Yeah, the cat. The cat took his eye.
The cat gives him a bit of a scratch. And then he's like, oh, it's just a scratch. And everyone's like, no, it's not a scratch.
Oh, okay. So
The cat is very funny in the movie.
Yeah, Goose, huh?
Huh?
His name's Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know shit because she's not a new character. She's an old character. She's been around for a long time.
I'm getting
Yeah.
introduced to this. So the cat is not actually a cat.
Yeah. There's a lot to it. We don't want to spoil it if people haven't seen it. I used to read the
We probably
comics.
should have said spoiler alert, eh?
Yeah.
But we didn't
terrible,
really spoil
terrible,
anything.
Terrible. Yeah. This is not the worst
No,
thing
this is
we've
our
said.
podcast
It's
anyway.
not the worst thing we said on our podcast. It's not the worst thing we've had in our Google Drives as well.
No. Nothing
We're
happened.
gonna go into that.
Nothing happened. All right. Where do we start, man? So much news. I think we should probably start with the news with McGregor.
You want to get
Obviously,
McGregor?
he got arrested. I want just quickly want to know your opinion on what had happened, or what do you like?
I didn't see the video, by the way. I saw stills of it. So
Well, the video really, for those of you that don't know, so Conor McGregor was arrested at the start of last week. Around this time last week, he was at a club. Some guy wanted to take a photo with him or whatever.
5 a.m. in the morning.
5 a.m. Grabbed the phone, smashed it. I grabbed it, threw it on the floor, smashed it, or pretty much stomped on the phone, and then stole it.
Yeah.
Stole it basically. So then he got sent to jail. Was in jail. I think he paid 12 grand bond to get out. And that's where I guess it's kind of been left. I think he has to go back in April, the start of April. But they're suing the guy's suing McGregor for 15. Was it? I think it's around 15, 16 grand.
Yeah.
In damages.
Oh, that's not too bad. Some people would reach for 500 million. and
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just I guess. What do you think of the whole story that you've read?
Oh, well, I just feel like this guy's approached him. First off, bad reaction from McGregor.
Yeah.
You're never supposed to react to violence unless violence is coming at you. So
That's true.
that's he's wrong already. So
Yeah.
that's the end of it. If the guy, I didn't see that video. I don't know if it showed anything more, but if the guy wasn't actually harassing him, McGregor shouldn't have touched him or whatsoever. Should just walked on.
That's true.
The guy also, don't be a fucking rat. Don't be a worm, bro. Don't be following. Fuck those paparazzi. I know he's just trying to get a photo, but be sensible.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, what I'd love to say, like, if I saw him, I definitely would not approach anyone at 5 a.m.
Nah, not at 5 a.m.
Never.
No way.
It would be so rare. Like, no, I don't think any star. Look, would it burn me not to do it? Of course. If I saw McGregor and I was like, you want to ask?
Well, I get nervous if I see, like, walking through Parramatta, for example, walking past Jared Hayne.
Yeah.
I don't like NRL, but you still get nervous because it's, he's played NFL. He's probably one of the biggest, stars in the NRL. Everyone knows who he is.
Especially now after what he's done.
Yeah, exactly. But you get nervous when you see people like that. Even if, like, I was in Penrith when I was working in Penrith. This is probably 8 months ago. Seeing Tyson Pedro, like, he was walking into a doctor's clinic. I'm not going to stop him whilst he's walking into it.
Yeah.
Like, first I was already nervous as it is. Oh fuck, it's Tyson Pedro, but he's walking into a doctor's clinic. Now, there's always a right time and right place to get a photo with celebrities. At the same time, as a celebrity, especially the magnitude of Conor McGregor, you got to give you space.
At 5 a.m. in the morning. It's a whole different thing. Oh, yeah, and we just saw Bo Ryan.
Yeah.
Like a week ago. Even that. Couldn't care less, to be honest with you, about Bo Ryan. Like, he's funny.
Yeah.
Heard him on the radio a few times. Even I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, oh, he put him all, hey, bye. Hey,
bye.
And he just wanted to go for a drink. And we got a photo with him. But, yeah, so that's the whole point. Is that clearly in that situation, TV crew around. He's doing something. I said, "Oi, Bo," and he comes. I said, "Can we get a photo, me and my mate?" He said, "Yeah, give me a second."
No problem.
We stood back.
Now you waited 4.5 hours.
It was raining, and we waited. And then he was talking to someone.
Yeah.
Sorry, he was walking over. Someone called him over. He's like, "Give me a minute." I'm like, "Yeah, no worries." And that was the end of it. I've seen people, and I've seen videos of like people do it to Chris Pratt. I think there's a good video, and there's another dude, Shawn Mendes, the singer.
Yeah.
There's ones like that where like people are like, "Hey, give me a sign." He's trying to sign it, sign as many as he can. I think Chris Pratt actually was, and he's signing it, and you know the guy's like, "Oh, fuck you," to him because he's signing everywhere, but he has to go.
Yeah.
He has to drive. He's holding up traffic in
Yeah.
in his car, and then he winds the window down, and Chris Pratt, very nice. He's like, "Hey, don't do that." So nice about it, but it's so true. Why make someone feel like a dick?
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do as a human being.
That's right.
You want to get his seckies to sign for you as well? Or everyone out
Probably.
there just signing, and then just be like, "This is Chris Pratt's signature."
Yeah. Because it's weird because all the, I guess it's press and media and whatnot, but a lot of the time, McGregor seems like the most approachable person, like in public. Like if you're a supporter of McGregor, you've seen all the videos, all of the embeddeds that you've seen. He went to some random guy's house because he saw a what do they call it, like a cutout of him. Went into his house and whatever, right? So it seems like he's an approachable person, but like you said, at 5 a.m. in the morning, putting a phone in someone's face, or not speculating anything. But could there have been something on the phone that McGregor didn't want to get out, which is why he stole the phone and smashed it?
Well, I think the most likely thing is just scat from having a big night and drugs.
Yeah.
He's clearly a party animal.
Yeah.
He's probably fucking tired.
But also, the guy that is accusing McGregor of all this stuff does look like the biggest dickhead ever.
Looks like a massive dickhead.
Yeah.
So he's probably just trying to cash in on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But fuck it. It's not. I mean, let's hope he doesn't get anything bad from it. I don't think he will. There's small charges, and a lot of charges are bullshit, so they won't be able to pull them all on him anyway.
No.
Like, what was it? It was like actual. I think theft was the only one that people were saying that's legitimate. Everything else was a bit over the top. But
it's $1,000 phone. I mean, that's a case of proper 12.
Over here it is.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Hey, tried it on the weekend.
Yeah. How'd you enjoy it?
Smooth.
Smooth?
It's nice. Really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good. Really, really good. Straight. Don't drink it. I mean, depends on how you like your whiskey. But,
Yeah, with lots and lots of Coke.
But
Lots of Coke and lots of ice. And just a dash of whiskey. It takes me 3 years to drink a bottle of whiskey.
now Mark's talking about that separately as well. So lots of Coke and ice separately.
Yeah.
And then the whiskey just a little nip by itself.
Cocaine, but not just. So, other than that, were you surprised by this news here where they've extended 7 years?
Well, it doesn't really affect us here in Australia. I know that a lot of people in the US are pissed off at the pay-per-view model because obviously you can't buy it through if in America they can't buy it through their cable network anymore. They have to physically get ESPN Plus in order to buy the buy the pay-per-view. Now, the pay-per-view has gone down by $5 in the States, but then that's on top of they still have to pay for the ESPN Plus.
Yeah, bullshit. My point is extending 7 years. It's a whole thing he did with Reebok. When's that deal up? Soon, yeah?
That's a good question. Can we find out?
Maybe 2020 or something. Reebok,
But when they first
UFC.
started, when Reebok first started,
Yeah.
shit, rubbish, disgusting. I like their kits now. It's good. I like it. But even their apparel that they're coming out now,
It's irrelevant about that. It's the fighters' money, and the whole point that they can't.
That too.
That's the only reason they should get rid of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've 2021.
So you still got a couple of years of Reebok.
Yeah, see, that's my issue. My issue is that the fact that Dana White, all just for the money.
But also I think with sponsorships and whatnot, I really think that outside of the gear, they still a lot of the fighters have sponsorship deals with social media, with Instagram and Twitter and whatnot.
And they're lucky that that's what's happened to our world. They're lucky that that's where we've headed.
Yeah.
We're so
because that Reebok deal came at a time where social media wasn't like, it was pretty big, but it wasn't as what it is today.
No, at all. So they're very lucky that you can make money by promoting bullshit teeth whitening and fucking yummy tea.
Yeah, high smile.
You know,
Conor McGregor, high smile.
smile.
Oh, 2 Aussie blokes.
Yeah.
High Smile.
One of the guys I know sells High Smile. $600 something thousand in month of February.
Jeez.
He's in Dubai now.
Of course. And you and I are here.
You want to sell High Smile? It's a bit late now. Jump on that fucking bandwagon. Hey man, it's good money to make out of that stuff, but
Yeah, of course. When it costs you nothing.
yeah, that's true.
Nothing. And
So
just
yeah,
chemicals,
anyway, I don't agree with just how long they have these deals in place prior to seeing the growth. Now look, I'm not stupid. Obviously, they have all their business analytics and analysts.
Oh, that's right.
Looking at all of it.
They've got a big nut that they have to turn over.
Yes, but it's too long. You're right. You
Yeah.
don't see that often. That it's this fucking long.
Yeah.
How long do people get rights for showing shit? Like, you know, showing off certain stuff. Isn't it usually like 2 years?
Yeah.
And then you have to come to the table again and buy for it. You know,
Yeah, that's
argue
right.
for it.
That's right. Renegotiate. Yeah.
Renegotiate. So
It happens to me on it it's kind of the same thing, you know, in terms of, you know, renegotiating contracts and whatnot. Because other people come knocking on the door. You can
Yeah.
like these days a contract is only worth so much in any aspect, you know, whether it's, you know, with the UFC, whether it's, you know, with the work that I do, people can just stop, you know,
Yeah.
unless contractually it says you can be withheld against, you know, like going to the courts and
yeah,
whatnot.
but I'm pretty. Yeah, let's not get too much.
I know it's too much. I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
what I'm saying is a contract. My point is that contract is really not worth.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, it's worth nothing. It's a piece of paper these days.
Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see if this long term does work out for them. Because, I don't know. Next we got this. I would say more than likely bullshit report that bare knuckles preparing to offer mega money to Conor McGregor to fight Paulie. Right? What do you think?
What does it do for McGregor? You know, if
Zero.
mega money is, you know, 100 million, he'll think about it. He doesn't need to do it.
No, they don't have 100 million.
I know. And he came out with an interesting post the other day. Was like I think it was fighting was like his third line of income.
Yeah, he does
On
it for
top of
passion now.
well, you'd hope he does it again, but yeah, that's his like third stream of income. You know, Proper 12 is undoubtedly his main source of income now.
I would think it's still the social media stuff. Personally, they make huge money on that.
Yeah,
And you know, you got to think Proper 12. There's so much money has to go into the manufacturing thing. You know, you don't make profit straight away.
no, of course you got to spend money to make money.
Exactly. So it'll take a while for it to turn profit.
Yeah.
Now he's probably got injections of cash from it personally.
But and sponsorships and whatnot.
My point is, I think it's bullshit. Don't think it's going to happen. McGregor said from the start, his main goal is to come in, make money, and take the least amount of damage. He said that like word for word. He doesn't want to take as much, you know, and he hasn't. He's actually probably one of the least damaged fighters in all of the UFC.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, he's taken what heavy damage when a bit. Chad Mendes, Nate Diaz, both Nate Diaz fights. Khabib.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm
But
talking
he's
about
never-
like
he's-
heavy
but he's
damage.
never-
He's
but he's-
taken shots, of course, but
Yeah, and probably the fight against Floyd.
Nah, how hard does Floyd hit? Not hard enough. Ain't people he knock out.
Yeah, true. And he
You know what I mean?
hasn't been flatline knocked out like Darren Till was.
Never
on the
had.
weekend,
Oh,
you know?
we'll get into that in a sec.
But they also-
Bullshit.
sorry, I'm just reading this as well. He insists they have more money than people think, and confirmed it's possible he could make his June debut against Artem.
No.
So what? They're going to scrub Artem's fight now again for Paulie. Why is Paulie fighting, bro? You're boxing like you're delegitimizing yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
you were a 2-weight boxing champ,
He's probably spent so much money following McGregor around the world.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
following him in jets.
but he would have made so much money just sparring him.
Yeah.
It's just fucking
Let's not give the
ridiculous.
cunts any fucking time.
It's ridiculous. Anyway,
Do you want to jump into the fight that happened last weekend?
yeah, can we please? Because fuck, there were some fucking decent fights, man. Some decent fights. Do you want me to run through them quick for you?
Or we'll just run through the results, and then you
we'll
choose
just-
the ones that you
then
want to
we'll-
go
there's-
into.
'cause there's a couple of talking points here as well that I'd like to sort of dive into. So, all right, we'll start at the very start. Mike Grundy got the TKO victory against Nad Narimani in the second round. Molly McCann and Priscilla Cachoeira. That was a decision victory for Molly. Now
Molly,
Molly,
the first English.
first English chick.
And the nastiest eye wound I've seen.
That was so bad. Like even the day after, it looked like she was crying blood.
Did you see that? Like the
Yeah.
drops, it made me gag.
Yeah.
I've seen worse shit, and that individual, like that scene in particular,
Yeah.
made me gag. I don't know, just the blood, the little bloodlets.
Yeah.
Made
Yeah.
me gag. Good on her for being the first one. I was honestly surprised that's something.
stat. Yeah.
Like that's something. But good on her for, and hopefully big things are to come.
Fucking oath.
England puts out some good fucking fighters.
Yeah, they do,
got
man.
heart.
They got a tough mentality.
Great Britain
man.
as a whole put out.
Yeah. But just athletes in general.
Yeah.
You know, Lewis Hamilton, not an athlete, but he's
Fucking-
a
he's an
driver.
athlete.
He's an athlete.
You go fucking steer that thing, no power steering.
Yeah, I know.
For how
I
long?
know. I know.
I was thinking about it.
And
I
he's
looked,
shredded.
Do you want to know what I googled a
What?
couple of days ago?
What?
How old is it too late? Is it too late to start driving Formula Ones? Because I looked at how much they make.
I guarantee you, the first time you jump in, dead.
200 on the straight
You
first turn.
Yeah, you won't be able to turn. Mark left turn.
$400 million. Reason why they let me drive it.
Yeah.
I
Why?
don't have a license.
Why are you driving a Ferrari?
Yeah.
Not licensed at all. people have been driving their whole life to drive Ferrari. You just
During
jump in
Monaco
one.
as well.
Yeah.
Everyone's there.
Grand Prix.
Billionaires, everything just dead.
Yeah.
12 people.
Yeah.
Yep. Dead. Or you don't die.
Mark left turn.
Yeah.
Left turn. Mark left turn.
Flipping everywhere. Just explosions everywhere.
Fucked up.
They make so much money, man.
Stupid amount of money.
What's Daniel Ricciardo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's he going?
Something 65 million
Yeah.
just from winnings of the racing F1.
Doesn't even win.
Yeah, comes in third.
Yeah.
Comes in third, fourth.
Yeah.
He has one.
Oh yeah, of course.
Um,
yeah. Is it?
But Lewis Hamilton, I think 100 something. But just from F1.
Yeah, and then there's sponsorships on top of that.
Then
and-
apparently he has one of the biggest sponsorships for the watches.
yeah, it's like tennis players. Tennis players have the biggest sponsorship for watches. They're $300,000, $400,000.
What did
Nadal, fucking Federer?
Federer got the Gillette fucking multi-year. Anyway,
It's fucked
it's
up.
too much. Just makes me sad.
Yeah, I know.
So we move on. Danny Henry versus Dan I.
Dan I got the submission victory there in the first round. Then you got Sapabek Safarov defeating Nikolai Negumaranu.
I thought that was Kelvin Gastelum.
Kelvin Gastelum, light heavyweight version.
Yeah.
Safarov got the victory there. Mark DeCasey and Joe Duffy is a good fight, man. Really good fight. Really happy for
So
Mark
highlights
DeCasey.
about it, yeah.
Fucking crying after the... He didn't want to say anything. He's like, he didn't want to say nothing. I'm just really happy that I won.
Yeah.
It's good to see him back in the winners column as well because he's pretty much fighting for his UFC career. Then you've got Arnold Allen. His name should be the other way around. Arnold
Hey,
Allen.
choose one.
Yeah. Can't trust him. Can't trust him. Arnold Allen. It should be Alan Arnold.
Yeah, that actually flows a lot more.
Yeah. What's his nickname?
Or have an actual last
Imagine
name.
his nickname was Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger Allen.
Why?
Because his name's
What if
Arnold.
his nickname was a good last name?
some like
Just-
Italian last name.
Yeah, just like Gigorgio. But that's his nickname. Because he's always wanted a real last name.
Maybe, what if his nickname was like Arnold, two first names Allen?
It's another name, first name.
Arnold
John.
Jeff.
Oh, no, Arnold John Allen. Fucking stupid.
Arnold Ray Allen.
Right. 2GB News. Coming in hot.
Anyway, he beat Jordan Rinaldi via decision. And then we've got Jack Marshman defeating John Phillips via decision. This was shit, man. Did you see this?
I did not see that one.
So Claudio Silva defeated Danny Roberts via submission. Now, Claudio Silva had Danny Roberts in an armbar.
Yep.
Danny Roberts actually got out of the armbar, and as he was getting out of the armbar, he was like sort of like panting. He was like Referee stopped it, but he was out of the armbar. He was out.
Were they saying that? Did it look like something had broken or not?
No.
Oh, okay. So
No,
fuck.
it was completely like everyone was like, "Why the fuck is this fight stopping?" Yeah, it was so bad. Even Dana White. Oh, can you bring it up? Dana White put a post up about it on Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. It was fucked, man. I was watching it, and then the fight stopped. I'm just thinking, what the fuck? He was so pissed after too. He was very, very pissed. Yeah, there you go. So there he goes. Kills me. So Dana White on his Instagram says, "Kills me when these refs fuck up and steal such a great fight and opportunity for not okay, good English, for not just the fighters but the fans. Dan Hot Chocolate, so sorry.
Okay, so the Instagram name killed the buzz of that. But,
Yeah. Dan Hot Chocolate.
let's hope that Dana.
You take Dan Hot Chocolate, bro.
Hopefully he got some money. You reckon?
Nickname's Hot Chocolate, bro. You know what it reminds me of? Mark Henry from WWE. His early days in WWE, his nickname was was it Sexual Chocolate?
Why?
Google. Mark Henry.
I don't want to grace that on my computer.
Google it. Mark Henry. Mark Henry WWE.
WWE.
Why'd you talk W?
Oh, the dog's fucking distracted me, bro. Shit.
Why'd you write W? You're a double. You're a double. D-O-U-B-L-E and then you, bro. Why?
I spelled W. I spelled W.
Why, bro? Just put W. Bro, type it, bro. WWE. All right, here. Yeah, scroll down. Nation of Domination and Sexual Chocolate. Here.
All right, let me read this here.
Go.
During the next year, Henry gave himself the nickname Sexual Chocolate and was involved in controversial angles with China and a transvestite. So it's not a wrestler called transvestite.
And a transvestite.
A transvestite.
So China wasn't a transvestite. They're two separate people.
She's dead, yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.p.
Did porn.
Bad circumstances.
Did porn.
Bad circumstances.
Why?
Well, the WWE didn't even want to acknowledge her until this year. This year they inducted her into Hall of Fame.
When she was dead?
Yeah.
But that's why she died? Like she killed herself because of that disrespect?
There's a lot of speculation about that.
Yeah.
Could have been a drug. Well. No, he's not.
Oh, who's the big black dude that died?
Which one?
WWF? There's another big black dude that died.
When? Recently?
No, ages ago. Years ago.
Oh, jeez, I should know this, eh?
You should. Big black dude wore like the leotard. Yeah, remember?
Fuck.
Had a massive beard. That's why I thought it was him. Maybe I thought he died.
Man, I don't think that...
Is that Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Because he's dead.
That's not Uncle Phil.
Is that Kimbo Slice?
No, but he wrestled in the WWE, spelled W and E. Oh, fuck. All right, let's get back on track. Sorry, bro.
So we're up to Nathaniel Wood.
But it was a bad stoppage,
homeboy.
man. It was a very bad stoppage. I hope that doesn't hurt Danny Roberts. That was a good fight too. A very good fight. Nathaniel Wood, Jose Canozes. Now, please tell me you watched this one.
I saw highlights of this one.
Fuck, man. Nathaniel Wood is just on another level.
Yeah, I know.
And he's only getting better too.
He living up to the name of the prospect.
Yeah, that's what I said last week. I said that last week. Fucking, but in that bantamweight division, he deserved to be ranked, and B deserves to fight somebody in the top 10 now. He just seems like he's just on the right path. He's getting better. He's striking. He's wrestling. His submission. Obviously, he got the submission victory here. Just getting so much better in every single way. I'm just really excited to see. Because we've seen the transformation between somebody that's up and coming, fighting in the undercards to now getting a main card spot.
Yeah.
Just seems like he's on the right path. So now, very good to see that. Very, very good. Now, this is where I find things start to get very interesting about the card. So you had Volkan Ozdemir taking on Dominic Reyes. Now,
Saw this fight.
who do you think won this fight?
Volkan.
Yeah.
I thought Volkan had this fight.
Yeah.
A close fight regardless, but Volkan had the fight.
Yeah. Now, Volkan came out with a post after, and he was mentioning that this is the last time he's leaving the fight in the hands of the judges.
So he stepped out there tonight saying, "Tonight I'm going to leave it in the hands of the judges." No one chooses.
No,
to
that's
go
right.
this
That was my first thought. It was like no one. You don't choose to keep it in the hands of
And
the
isn't
judges.
his whole thing no time?
Yeah, I know.
So-
Makes no sense.
This fight
Makes
came
no
out and
sense.
thought, I'm going to give them all the time.
Makes no sense. It just being attacked by a dog. That's all right. Dominic Reyes for me didn't really do enough. You could tell in the first round. Obviously, he got a broken nose. Volkan broke his nose. you could see that his breathing was affected, and it just seemed like a bit of a different Dominic Reyes that we're used to. He seemed like a bit of a shell of himself, and again, I didn't think that he won the fight. I thought Volkan dominated that fight altogether. And yeah, I mean, where does Volkan go from here? I mean, maybe a fight with Johnny Walker would be good for him now because he's coming off a loss.
Third straight loss.
Yeah. No, yes, it is.
Loss.
Yes, that's right. That's
DC,
right.
DC.
It was a bad one.
Lionheart,
It was a bad one for Ozdemir because now you see him obviously sliding down. So that's why I'm saying maybe
That's crazy, but title contention, loss. That's not good. That's not good. Most people bounce back after.
It happened to Darren Till, didn't it? Same thing happened to Darren Till. But see now Dominic Reyes, again he's undefeated, but this wasn't a convincing win for him. I don't walk away from this going, fuck, what can we do? What Dominic Reyes has all the opportunity, you know.
He caught out John Jones as well.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
No.
After that performance, you're gonna get pieced apart by John Jones.
Yeah.
Absolutely pieced apart by John Jones. So, I don't know. I think for Volkan, like I said, maybe Johnny Walker. But he needs to get back in the winners column.
I think definitely Johnny Walker.
I bet that's the next fight. Has to be the next fight.
Also, Johnny Walker, it'd be a test for Johnny Walker. We know at least Volkan has hands. He can throw the hands. He's got pressure as well.
But again, I don't feel like, and I think you mentioned this last week, I don't feel like Volkan is a stepping stone into that top echelon of light heavyweights. Because he...
Are you talking about skill worth or...
Everything as a whole.
Numbers worth?
As a whole. I don't think he's a stepping stone. The only reason
Not
why...
anymore.
Well, the only reason why he was a stepping stone was because he had the fight against DC.
Yeah.
You know, he lost that. Okay, now I'm going to have to get past Volkan to... You know, Volkan hasn't fought Gustafsson. You know, he hasn't been tested at all. He was just straight... He got handpicked by DC to go fight for the title. It's probably one of those people that got rushed too quickly to the top.
100%, yeah.
And now he's on a 3-fight losing streak. You know, he loses one more.
Yeah. Well, the two people he knocked out prior were both older fighters.
That's right.
So, it's exactly what happened to Anthony Smith.
Exactly the same.
So
exactly the same.
Well, because the thing's too deep. It's too shallow. So
they're looking for challenges in their life.
There's comments about that saying that they think the judges throw it just to deepen the division a bit, to make it seem like there are more challenges.
Yeah.
I don't know about if I get caught up too much in like conspiracy theories about that shit. But man, they're so hungry. They're so hungry for money that it wouldn't.
It has to exist. It has to. And then you've got the Leon Edwards against Gunnar Nelson fight. Yeah, I think Gunnar couldn't really get going in that fight. It seemed like only late in that third round he really sort of stepped it up and put the pace on.
Well, it was a split decision or just unanimous?
Well, it was a split decision, but it definitely didn't look like a split decision. Yeah. I definitely think that Leon Edwards won that via unanimous decision. Leon Edwards is a guy that's getting better and better.
Yeah.
Again, he's not really setting the world on fire, but he's winning fights. He's on a 7 fight win streak now, 8 fight win streak.
Zero charisma draw.
No, well maybe that's why he did what he did after the fight to Masvidal. We'll get into that. It could be. We'll get into that. We'll get into it. But yeah, I don't think.
Lucky for Gunnar.
Yeah, it's a tough one for him. This was a fight that we're going to see him sort of. It was a good test for him to, I guess, elevate in that welterweight division. But now, I don't know. I still don't think this is the end of the road for Gunnar Nelson. But at the same time, now I mentioned last week that he was still at SBG.
Yeah.
And I didn't see John Kavanagh in the corner at all.
Wasn't he? I think he was doing something. I think I looked on his Instagram. He's at a wedding or some shit.
Because even the instructions
like a close friend.
Even the instructions they were giving him in the corner, it didn't seem like that was the like they were being open and honest with him, but it didn't seem like they were giving him, honest,
like positive ways to improve.
Yeah. I don't know. It was only that third round where they were telling him, "Look, you got to go for the finish." Yeah. But then he got top. He got top position, and he didn't really do anything with it. He was kind of sitting there, much like he got the same position that he had against Cowboy Oliveira.
Yeah.
Cowboy Oliveira was throwing all the elbows. He didn't really do anything with it. So, I'm again disappointed for Gunnar Nelson because I thought this was a fight that he could have taken over, but it is what it is in the fight game.
100%, yeah. I wish I was really hoping he's going to get into a bit of a streak there and get into contention. Now I don't know if he can hang in the top there in those welterweights because it's a dangerous fucking couple.
Not now.
Couple top. Well, he's still got time to come back from.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, anyway, we'll move on to the next and final fight of this night. Darren Till versus George. Everyone's calling him George now. I see people on Instagram typing George.
Yeah.
George.
George.
Yeah. Masvidal.
The
Cuban Jesus.
Masvidal. Is this something that you... I don't know. Did you expect this?
No. Oh, I mean... I have belief in Georgie.
I personally thought that Till was going to win the fight, but I did also say that Masvidal isn't somebody that you want to fuck with because, you know, the guy is experienced. You know, he's had some time off. He's in the best shape of his life, and he's not somebody that you can take lightly. And it's hard because Till looked good. He looked all right, but he doesn't. I feel like he doesn't have a defense mechanism in his brain. He's got one of the best offenses that we've seen. Obviously, he dropped Masvidal in the first round, but he just leaves himself wide open. What about that opening sequence? Not even 5 seconds in.
Yeah,
nut shot.
It's definitely he's overreaching with his confidence.
Yeah.
In himself. A lot of people are saying now that's because his chin's the issue because of the weight cut.
Yeah.
They're saying that and that's the issue. Has the chin been an issue in the past?
Well,
I don't know, Darren Till. I wasn't a fan prior, and literally the first fight I ever saw was against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
I pieced him up, but then again, then Tyron Woodley dropping him out. Now Tyron Woodley basically flatlined him as well.
Yeah, but Tyron Woodley dropped him. Tyron Woodley dropped him,
and that was a short right hand Tyron Woodley dropped him with.
But also, whilst he was on the ground, Darren Till took those punches like a motherfucker. Like he didn't look like he was like they were affecting those punches.
I remember talking to you about this when we first watched it live.
Yeah,
and I think a bit of your fucking fanboy for him. He was getting fucking smashed on the ground. He looked like he didn't know where to go or what to do.
Yeah, because he'd never been in that position before.
He looked absolutely stunned.
He'd never been in the position before. That's why.
But you got to remember again the distance that Tyron, and that's again you go into the whole Usman fight with him as well.
Yeah.
But Tyron put that power to drop Till in that short right hand. Now he didn't. He wasn't coming back from a long. He wasn't. Remember, Tyron literally was coming off.
Yeah.
The back foot.
Yeah.
Till was throwing, and he popped up
like
a little
counter.
right hand. It was a tiny little
like
bit of
little
distance.
jab. Yeah.
And he still put him out.
Yeah.
So that's you can say two things there. It's either the fact that Tyron has ridiculous power.
Yeah.
Or that Till has a terrible chin.
Yeah. Or Masvidal has
all the power
and all the time.
Well, he clearly does. He's been knocking out people for 33 fights,
He looked so good, man.
Yeah.
He looked so good. And it just opens up the welterweight division now. Like, obviously, Till losing. Gunnar Nelson, I know he was a little bit further down, but, he drops out. Masvidal coming back into the rankings. Leon Edwards extending his streak. Can we actually...
7 fights undefeated.
Can we bring up the rankings real quick? I don't want to spend, obviously, too much time on it, but... I would love to see the welterweight. So obviously you got Usman as champ, Woodley 1, Colby Covington 2, Till will drop out. You've got obviously the fights this weekend with Wonderboy Thompson and Showtime Pettis. Dos Anjos is still hanging around there. Obviously Ben Askren's there too. Ponzinibbio. So many good fights, man. So many good fights. So Leon Edwards and Masvidal are 10 and 11 respectively. Oh, jeez. I would expect Leon Lewis to... I'd expect George. Now I'm calling him George. Now I'd expect Masvidal to... I don't know if he deserves to maybe 3. I don't know if he'll jump up to 3.
Ben Askren said he's happy to fight Masvidal.
See, Masvidal makes sense if he goes up to 5. Leon Edwards... Oh, fuck. Leon Edwards...
What a jump for him. I'm so happy that he got that win.
100%.
It's a good pay bump.
Masvidal versus Robbie Lawler. What a fight.
Oh, man.
What a fight.
But I still think... I was thinking about this before. I know we're talking about Masvidal, but again, Ben Askren being around that area, him wanting initially to fight Till, is that I don't think he should fight Till now.
No, he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight Till
winner.
only if he won.
Yeah.
Now Till lost. He needs to fight.
He did say he's happy to fight Masvidal though, which I think is
Why
good.
wouldn't you be?
And the thing about that as well is I can't see anyone here that is truly beyond Tyron Woodley and Kamaru Usman that's truly going to test Ben Askren. I can't see it, man.
You don't think Ponzinibbio will test him?
No, man.
You don't think Ponzinibbio will test Askren?
I think Ben Askren is he's like he's Khabib, but on another level.
Yeah, I know.
It's like it's hard to describe Ben Askren because the issues are he doesn't have the striking, whereas Khabib does have hands. Khabib can throw, not great, and Khabib doesn't have great head movement either.
Also, I don't think Ponzinibbio has really been tested. He had a good fight against Neil Magny, beaten Mike Perry, but then besides that, he hasn't really been tested by anybody else. He is on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight winning streak. I can't see it. The one thing that he has in favor is that he has got the biggest ears.
The worst cauliflower.
Yeah, he got a couple of cauliflower stalks sticking out of his head. But his size as well. He's very, 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 very much like Darren Till. But then size can only get you so far. Till. Obviously had a title.
Stefan's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, the one thing I'm just going to say about that is that the simple fact is, I'll put money down. The next fight against Ben Askren, the guy who's fighting him will come out guns blazing. Yeah. Expecting to Robbie Lawler him.
Yep. Then he'll just be taken down and submitted.
Exactly. That's 100% how it's going to go. So that's why I'm saying here that it's going to be irrelevant. I'm hoping that the fight against, because the issue is Masvidal has a lot of amp up around him. They're G'ing him up.
Yep.
That's great. Ben Askren has the most G up, probably next to Conor McGregor right now in terms of the amount of draw he brings in.
100%.
So the UFC can't go wrong with that fight.
100%.
But at the same time, I'd love to see Ben Askren versus Colby Covington. Now that won't happen because Covington's going to fight Kamaru Usman. But you could see that fight with Ben Askren
But sorry to jump in, but did you see what what's his name, the snitch, came out and said?
Yeah, well, what happened?
He came. What's his name?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We know
it does. It does. It does.
He's that bloke, the golden snitch.
What's his name? Abdelaziz. Ali Abdelaziz.
Oh, the snitch.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the golden snitch?
No, not the golden snitch. That's the golden snitch. Yeah. This is just the snitch.
The rat.
The rat.
Yeah. Okay. This is the rat. Yeah.
So he came out and said, because he obviously represents Usman, and he came out and he said, "We're more than happy to give Masvidal the next shot. We don't think that Covington deserves the next shot. We think that Masvidal deserves the next shot."
I don't agree necessarily. I think let's see what happens. I mean,
yeah, but this
Kamaru
is Abdelaziz coming out with his
bullshit talk. Yeah. But I don't think Colby should even be in the UFC. His heel thing is a heel, right? In the WWE. His heel thing, his anti-fucking
it's so
thing.
Yuck, bro.
It's not working.
It's so yuck.
It's not working to the extent he's damaging himself and the reputation of the UFC around it.
100%.
The trade-off, Conor McGregor throws a dolly through a bus.
Yeah.
The trade-off brings in millions of dollars.
Yeah. Don't
sit there and fucking act like that is the Colby Covington versus anyone is ever going to bring in millions of dollars.
Because it's not. It's really not.
It will never.
The only time it'll bring some sort of pay-per-view money would be against Ben Askren.
And look, you put
and probably Tyron.
Yes. Even still, nothing.
Yeah. Because nobody likes Tyron.
Draw. Yeah, both weak pay-per-view draws.
Yeah, true.
So, fuck it. Those next couple fights, I don't see it being...
What I was saying before about Edwards, because Leon Edwards isn't the type of guy to go and talk shit to somebody, right? So, I'm suspecting that somebody's turned around and said to him, "Hey, look, Masvidal's coming off a win. He's hot-headed. You want to make some good money. You want to make some, you want to have a main event spot.
You want a quick feed after the fight.
Yeah. You quick 3-piece and soda.
Yeah.
Go and talk some shit to Masvidal because, he's going to react. And, that's what happened. So, obviously,
That was the quickest three little...
Leon Edwards turned around and started talking shit. Masvidal was like, "Hang on. What do you want to say, bro? Talk to my face." Had his hands behind his back. Leon Edwards puts his hand up. 3-piece and a soda.
Don't raise your hands if you're not ready to throw, man.
Now, if 3-piece and a soda doesn't come out as a t-shirt, we'll make it here.
Yeah. We should get on that right now. Wrap this podcast up. Let's get
it. Copyright.
Okay, so that was the UFC London wrapped up. Now we have I'm extremely excited for this main card. You could not. I mean, you can. We say this a lot.
The main event?
You can. You could have a better fight, but it would be very hard to have some of the best strikers like this showcasing for a main event.
Oh, I couldn't be more excited for the main event.
So
Could
Thompson
not be more.
versus Pettis.
So yeah, this is UFC. This is UFC Nashville, UFC Fight Night Nashville. The main event's obviously Wonderboy Thompson and Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis is moving up from lightweight to welterweight to take on Wonderboy Thompson. Then in your co-main, you've got Curtis Blades and Justin Willis.
So the same guy.
Pretty basically the same guy. But Justin Willis has bigger titties than Curtis Blades, as Taito Uvasa would say. But we'll run through the card real quick.
Any noticeable things you want to bring up? You don't necessarily have to go for all of them because we'll go from next week. So any particular fights that you want to bring up?
Marlon Vera taking on Frankie Sains will be a good fight. Bobby Moffett is always good. What are you laughing at, bro? What are you laughing at?
It looks like Bobby Moffat's fighting a chick, bro.
Bryce Mitchell, transgender.
Is he?
I don't know.
I would have heard about it.
Bryce Mitchell, but you know what? Not to dive too much into that, but Bryce Mitchell is a name that
Could go both
someone
ways.
transitioning would pick.
No, yeah, all respect.
All respect to that.
But you got to admit that you get a better haircut.
Yeah,
get a non
that's
2009 Bieber haircut.
that is the OG Bieber.
Yeah, can you
That's
not?
the OG Bieber haircut.
Don't get knocked out
Bryce
by
OG Bieber.
because Bobby Moffat looking all man right here.
Oh, Bobby Moffat's good. I'm jealous of his beard.
Yeah,
You know, mine's very similar, except his is nicer.
yeah.
Besides that, yeah. I mean, Wonderboy Thompson, Anthony Pettis, Curtis Blades, Justin Willis, Jussier Formiga against Davison Figueiredo. That'll be a good fight in the flyweights. I think that'll probably determine the next contender for either Cejudo or what's his name, Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. But
Then there's one more fight. What's his name? Violent
Lewis-
Bob Ross.
Yeah, Luis Pena. There is a lot. This is a big moves for bantam and featherweight on this card.
Yep. Yeah.
Huge moves.
And heavyweight too. Curtis Blades number 4 rank.
Coming off a loss to
I think.
Ngannou, right?
I think the loser of this fight, personally, I think the loser of this fight will fight Taito Uvasa.
Yep.
Taito Uvasa at the moment's in fight camp.
He's been out for a whole minute, bro.
No, he's in a fight camp though. He's in a fight camp.
Yeah, it's still been a while. It's been a while.
And it was his
Since
birthday,
JDS
so
fight.
happy birthday, Taito Uvasa.
Yeah,
It was his birthday a couple
from
days
the
ago.
area,
Yeah, FTA, Adelaide, from the area. So I think the loser of Curtis Blades, Justin Willis, will take on Taito Uvasa. Now Taito Uvasa is praying to the Lords that it's Justin Willis.
Yeah.
Because after what happened at Adelaide.
Yep. We'll see what happens with that, huh?
Now, Justin, if you just click on Justin Willis real quick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Fuck what I was doing.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Justin Willis has... Now tell me. Biggest tits?
He's a man who fights in the UFC.
Yeah.
He doesn't need no disrespect from you.
No.
From some salesman in the roof, little bitch. All right.
Just answer my question, bro.
No, I'm not gonna talk to him like that.
Who has bigger tits? All right. Justin Willis or...
Yeah, mum.
Shouldn't say that about my mum. Page friends there.
Swimsuit issue.
Who's got bigger? No, who's got bigger one? Are they fake?
Page friends
Justin
there.
Willis?
Oh, Justin Willis's ones. I'm not going back to look at his picture.
What's his nickname? Justin Big Pretty? Is his name Big Pretty? I think his name's Big Pretty. Go. Click on it.
Let's go look at his titties one more time.
His nickname's Big Pretty. Big Pretty.
Yeah, good.
Justin.
How
Big
do you
Titty.
feel?
That's what he calls it.
How do you feel picking on someone?
I'm not picking on anyone.
You're a fucking bully, mate.
I'm just copying what Taito Uvasa because
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
you're-
influenced from the
You
area.
should say the influencer now.
From the area.
Yeah.
Of course
Shut
he
the
is.
fuck.
Look, all respect to Justin Willis.
Before we wrap this fucker up,
Who you wrapping up?
this bitch. What I'm gonna say here is I'm expecting one of the best showcasing of striking you could expect in a fight.
Now, I think...
Is this gonna be 3 or 5 rounds?
See,
3 rounds?
one thing that-
I'm so excited for
I
3
don't know. One
rounds.
thing that concerns me for Anthony Pettis is that obviously he's going up in weight. Wonderboy is a comfortable 170.
Yes.
Comfortable 170. Now, the weight cuts for anyone are tough, but when I say comfortable, Like, he doesn't look diminished at 170.
It doesn't at all.
I think that his height and his reach is just going to be too much for Anthony Pettis. Now, not taking away, they're striking unbelievable, both sides. Obviously, Anthony Pettis has probably one of the best knockouts I've ever seen in my life, up against the cage.
Yeah, but it's not just that. People always give that to him, and of course he does it himself through the whole name Showtime. And I get it. But people, we saw it in the fucking Ferguson fight. He comes from every possible angle you could come from. And he was a fucking champion. And people don't give it to him. People don't give him enough respect. People don't put his name into the drawing card. Now, yeah, okay, he's not going to be the greatest, and he's probably just because of the age now that is that, you know, he's probably on his last title run, right? Yeah, right now. So there's no issue with that.
He's in a spot where he doesn't really know what he's doing. Obviously, he's chasing a good fight against.
I'm pretty sure he said next losing streak is done. Yeah, because he just came back. He's coming out of a losing streak, and then really and again, yes, it's a victory. He didn't get finished by Tony Ferguson. No. Very close. He could have finished Tony Ferguson.
He could have.
You know what I mean?
Well, he dropped him. But the worst part about that is he dropped Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson starts to roll.
Just rolls himself into a submission. And does what's he called? Snap into it.
No, snap
his knee. Snaps his knee.
Snap jitsu.
And that's what I'm saying is that
snap ACL MCL on a cable with jitsu.
Snap his marriage up.
Oh.
Not good. No, not good. He doesn't do it. If this is proven, then maybe he should get dropped from the UFC. It's not great. Shouldn't have it. Shouldn't be promoting it. No. If he's doing what they said he's doing, locking people up and shit. Yeah, not good. Then unfortunately you're done. And we both love Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, 100%.
You only started to recently like him, right?
Yeah. I thought it was very annoying.
Terrible. Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
No, everything else horrible. Yeah. I hate his Instagram.
Fighter, unbelievable. But everything else that he does,
cringe.
Couldn't be worse.
It's cringe.
Okay, who would you prefer to? Okay, if you had to follow one fighter for the rest of your life, would you rather follow Colby Covington or Tony Ferguson?
Tony Ferguson. So that
on Instagram.
Yeah, no, that's in any situation. It's because Colby. Look, and again, it's so hard because it's got nothing to do with politics. He's just not funny. No. There are plenty of funny cunts online who are making good jokes and running the same mouth that he's, running the same shit that he's doing. Yeah.
But just in an entertaining way.
Yeah, in an entertaining way. It'd be so good
Colby
if
he had good jokes.
Stupidity. Yeah, if he was smart and he had a decent IQ and he was popping off good little, shots at Tyrone. Imagine how boring the fucking thing is going to be between him and Tyrone. And he just says this, and then he really wants to say fucking N-word. You can just see it, and he just really wants to say it, and then Tyrone just shouting it off over and over again.
Just become my period. I'm 1%. I'm 1%. So.
And he's also 1%. What is it? Native American. Yeah. He's everything. Yeah. But it's going to be boring. He's going to say this, then he's going to say MAGA and throw his Donald Trump hat on, and he's going to be like, this went to the chief. It's bullshit. Yeah. Anyway. This fight here, I'm probably going to say you're right with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, especially a 5-round fight. It's going to go to him for sure. But 3 rounds, we're going to see an unbelievable war. Unbelievable.
Yeah, because I think Wonderboy Thompson he's got the cardio over Anthony Pettis.
Yes, yeah.
Anthony Pettis has unbelievable jiu-jitsu. But Wonderboy Thompson, the only other person that I've seen that can kick better than Wonderboy Thompson is probably John Jones. In the sense that he can be very close, like in the pocket, and then throw a high. I know.
You should have said Anthony Pettis and John Jones. Yeah, because I agree with the John Jones 100%. His legs are ridiculous. Yeah. Anthony Pettis. Now you kind of see him do that, but from angles that are weird, where he does a handstand and kicks your head. Yes. But he's one of the few people who does it and it works. Yeah. So it's how many other people we've seen trying to do bullshit like that. But he did it in the Ferguson fight. Yeah. He dropped back, did a handstand and fucking threw a leg and he hit Ferguson in the head. Yeah. Because he can do that while in the pocket. He'll throw a punch, drop back, handstand or roll and kick you in the head.
Now this is I would recommend for everybody that isn't really into the UFC, isn't really into fighting, this is the fight that needs to be watched. Yes. Now, we're hyping this up a lot. Imagine it's just 5 rounds of just pure garbage.
It will never happen because they're both pure strikers. If it's 5 rounds, I could probably see it starting slower.
Yeah, so that's why I was about to say I'm a little bit concerned that potentially Wonderboy Thompson could start off relatively slow. Because he did that against Woodley. He kind of starts off a little bit slow, tries to assess how this fight's going to play out. Yeah. Kind of take the first round off, and then decide, okay, this is the game plan of what I'm going to put forward, Yeah. Now, there's no there's no banter or there's no shit talking or anything. They're both fighters. They just want to. They just love fighting. They both have respect for each other.
Yeah.
They both have respect for each other's fighting camps and
Well,
whatnot.
you got it. You got it. Stephen Thompson's one of the best strikers to be in the UFC.
Yeah.
Current UFC.
His
You have-
karate styles are ridiculous.
You have Anthony Pettis, former champion.
Yep.
Very close to. Well, I don't know why he dropped out of lightweight. Maybe he's over the weight cut. He's getting older. Because what was he? 4 or 5?
In
Lightweight.
8.
8.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
still
forget-
his thing now. But he. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
My
well,
bad.
don't forget lightweights.
Yeah, it is stacked. It is stacked.
Yeah, he's 8 in light. I'm pretty sure he's 8. Lightweight. 8. Anthony Pettis.
Oh, okay, that's still not bad though. And look, let's be honest. I think he would finish Justin Gaethje.
Gaethje.
I think he would beat Kevin Lee. He would definitely beat Ally Quinner. And then you've got Murderer's Row right there at the top.
Poirier,
So yeah, okay.
McGregor, and obviously he lost to Ferguson. he has
And
a
then
full
and now Max Holloway.
Yeah, Max Holloway too.
So-
Is that the following week?
It's fucking very soon. But you know what I mean. So yeah, okay. He doesn't have the easiest shot of the title there, but he's definitely a top fiver.
Anthony Pettis.
Anthony Pettis in
Lightweight. Oh yeah,
I think he's a top fiver. Yeah,
I think so
you
too.
know?
I think so too. How do you see this one playing out? Who do you think takes it out?
Oh man, okay. If I could break it down, I'd say 3 rounds. I got Anthony Pettis, 5 rounds, Wonderboy.
Yep.
I don't know. Is there an actual rule? What's the go with that? Why are some main events 3 rounds? And
When's there ever been a main event that's been 3 rounds?
there has been main events at 3 rounds.
The only reason why Adesanya and Anderson Silva was 3 rounds is because it was.
Are you sure?
late notice.
I'm sure it's happened before.
I don't think so.
They signed for a 3-round fight. It's happened. I'm sure it's happened. We'll look into this.
This has to be 5 rounds.
Oh no, I'm sure
Surely
it is.
it's
So
5 rounds.
if it's 5 rounds, then I'm definitely going to think that
Yeah, it's
Wonderboy's got
definitely
this.
5 rounds. Definitely 5 rounds.
Oh, there you go. So then I'm probably going to go with Wonderboy, but you can't sleep on him. And I don't think he'll make the mistake though. So that's why I'm going to go with it. Yeah, so that's why I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
You can see people like Gaethje and Ally Quinner and all those, you know, feeling confident round 3 and then getting fucking spinning heel kicked to the head in round 4 and just
Well, all it
unconscious.
takes is one strike, one kick, one fucking flying kick
Yeah, just from any angle.
from any angle.
So he's passed out, backflip.
I'm just really excited for the fight, man.
Yeah,
really,
man.
really excited. What happens here if Anthony Pettis wins? What happens?
Well, he's going to move like 5.
Do you think he just automatically just goes up to that in the welterweight above Wonderboy? When was the last time Wonderboy won a fight, by the way?
He's on three fights in a row lost.
Losing? He is, isn't he?
Till, Tyron Woodley draw and loss. There was someone else just before, right?
He beat someone before, so he lost. See, that was
He beat Masvidal. Oh, okay.
Ah, that's right. He won a decision against Masvidal. That was Masvidal's last fight before he came back.
He's not a big finisher, huh?
No, doesn't finish fights. No.
Did he beat
He beat Johnny Hendricks.
Royd Hendricks?
No,
No, don't worry about it.
no. He beat Johnny Hendricks on the way out.
Yeah.
But he did beat Maury McDonald in a 5-round fight.
Again,
Draw against Woodley, then lost to Woodley.
I didn't think that was a draw either. I didn't think that first fight was a draw.
Who do you think won?
Woodley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what sold that as a draw was that him getting out of the submission
Yeah.
in the last couple of rounds.
Also, both fucking awesome fights.
Yeah.
A bit slow in things, but amazing explosion of talent.
But that's what I'm saying, you know. I thought, because Woodley does the same thing. They kind of wait to see who makes the first move, you know. I think, you know, Wonderboy kind of waits and assesses, same thing as Woodley. So that's why those opening rounds are a little bit slow. Nothing really happens.
Yeah.
That's probably where Thompson, you know, picked up a couple of rounds because, you know, just a couple of leg strikes here and there. Woodley did it and, you know, he's still trying to start against Usman.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
He was waiting for... He
waited all
win the 7th round.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He's been watching boxing before he came out. Thought there was 12 rounds.
That's right.
He had a full plan in his head. 11th round, just going to open up that right.
I'm going to take him in the 12th. Yeah, fuck. I'm with you, man. I think I'm going to go with Wonderboy Thompson. I think this goes 5 rounds decision. I think Wonderboy takes it out. Yeah, that's it. I mean,
Quick last question before we wrap this up.
Yeah.
Future of Till.
It's hard, isn't it?
I think he's copped Colby. He's copped what's his name? Oh mate, throat tattoo. TJ Dillashaw's arch nemesis, bro.
Oh, Garbrandt.
That's it. I keep thinking Colby Covington on my mind, bro. Yeah, I think he's copped that. He's quite a bit of the Garbrandt cold.
Why you don't think that he's?
I think his mental game's broken.
Well, that's his. I mean, it's the second fight that he's lost. He did, but see, that's the thing, man.
He was broken in that fight.
I said this, and you called it. You said that he's broken, but I said this about Garbrandt as well, because Garbrandt the same. They're very similar. I agree with you 100%. They're very similar. You know, they come out, their striking is ridiculous. They look really, really good, but at the same time, they don't know how to defend themselves.
No.
I think somebody like Darren Till needs to go work on his wrestling. So going to somewhere like AKA or Rufus Sport, where they're predominantly wrestling based, I think would be good. I mean, Rufus Sport would be a bit hard because Tyron Woodley trains out of there. But in terms of weight class, I think maybe one more fight at welterweight before moving up.
And let's be brutally honest, he's not going to survive the middleweight, man. He's not. These middleweight, you're basically in that area where you make that mistake. You've entered that area where you make one mistake, you get knocked out. Now, granted, that happens, of course, there are individual people in each division that can put you out, like Tyron Woodley, Robbie Lawler. But now you're having multiple people. Look at that top. Look at the top 10.
I'm just reading it here, man. It's fucked.
The top 10, you make one mistake and they're putting you out just on power alone.
Brad Tavares, Jared Cannonier, Derek Brunson, Paulo Costa, Chris Weidman, Adesanya, Gastelum.
Maybe just Derek Brunson's the only person you're not too. But he puts people out as well.
I think if he wants to move, if Darren Till wants to move up in weight, because we don't know what power he possesses in that weight division either. Because we could be seeing Darren Till as a diminished fighter.
Yes, but then look what type of people he comes up against. Powerful fucking wrestlers and black belt jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So he's just basically just moving into a worse division.
Yeah.
Unless he's going to try to get these pop these shots off. Chris Weidman's going to take him down. Paulo Costa, I don't know if he can even be hurt. We don't know if he can even be hurt yet.
No.
Laura Romero took a perfect front kick, head kick towards the left side of his head from Robert Whittaker.
Yeah.
Fully extended.
Yeah.
It rattled him a bit.
A fight against Luke Rockhold would be good, but then again, he'd just get wrestled.
But then Luke Rockhold wrestled to the ground or snap kick to the head.
When you look at welterweight and middleweight, all wrestlers. Woodley, Covington, Askren, wrestlers.
Yeah.
Whittaker, Romero, Rockhold, Jacare, Gastelum, all wrestlers.
Yeah.
Only striker there, Adesanya. Yeah. Adesanya can do everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for... How about Darren Till cuts down to lightweight?
I already said before. Tiny hair. I'm the best. I'm the best.
I'm the fuck... Sweet Caroline. Blah, blah, blah.
CTE. All right. Anything else you want to bring up today?
No. I think we're good. I think Mark just stabbed everyone. Mark just stabbed. I quit. I quit. All right. Until next week, my friends. Take care. Enjoy the fights. Luck or notch.
Yellow bye.
Ciao.